Good morning. I'm Berks County Commissioner Christian Leinbach, and I want to welcome you to the first Commissioners meeting of 2024. We are broadcasting live via Microsoft Teams live event. We're also on BCTV as well as Facebook and YouTube Live. We'll begin with a moment of silence followed by a pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'll recognize my executive assistant, Anne Marie Grill, to read the public comment policy.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A, Facebook, and YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioner. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any response? Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Thank you very much, Anne Marie. Are there any additions or corrections for the December 21st, 2023 meeting minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved. And this is also, for the January 2nd, 2024 reorganizational meeting minutes. Any corrections there? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as presented. We did have one executive session yesterday dealing with litigation and personnel. We have no public comment on specific agenda items in person, and we have none online. With that, before we jump into our agenda, I want to recognize individuals attending their very first meeting as newly elected row officers and commissioner. We'll begin first welcoming Dante Santoni. I know we had a reorganization meeting on Tuesday, but this is the first official meeting. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Obviously, all three of us were just reelected, but we also have some of our row officers here. A couple of them will be actually participating regularly in these meetings. Mitch Darcourt, our newest Berks County Treasurer, welcome. Joe Rutterow, our newest Berks County Controller. And Fred Sheeler, he is sort of new, but rerun. Fred Sheeler, after being away for 4 years, is back as our Recorder of Deeds. Welcome. So thank you very much for attending the meeting today. With that, we'll move right into our agenda. Item 1, authorizing under that Budget Department, adopt a resolution authorizing 2023 budget transfers in the amount of $184,370, 2023 appropriations in the amount of $17,756,265, 2024 budget transfers in the amount of $53,745, and 2024 appropriations in the amount of $51,012 per listing dated December 29th of 2023. We have several items listed under Human Resources. Item 1, authorize the appointment of John Gradiska to Deputy Warden of Operations at the jail. Item 2, authorize the promotion of Caitlin Rentschler from lead senior financial analyst to financial manager in budget and finance. Item 3, authorize the promotion of Aaron Bell from Law Clerk 1, Court Administration to Assistant District Attorney 4 in the DA's office. Item 4, authorize the transfer of Suzanne Miller from Chief Deputy Recorder of Deeds to Office Manager Recorder of Deeds. Item 5, authorize stipend in the amount of $70.50 per pay period for Valerie Kramer, Law Clerk 1, Court Administration. There's one item listed under purchasing, adopt a resolution amending Resolution 394-2023 to correct the vendor's name to the following: Universal Protection Services, LLC, doing business as Allied Universal Security Services. There's one item listed under me, adopt a resolution authorizing the reappointment of Sherry Cameron, Reading, PA, to the Reading Public Library Board of Trustees for a 5-year term expiring on December 31st of 2028. We have several items listed under the commissioners. Item A, adopt a resolution authorizing Mitchell R. Darcourt, County Treasurer, to execute any and all actions associated with the Pennsylvania Local Government Investment Trust, PLGIT, accounts subject to terms and restrictions of the declaration of the trust. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing Mitchell R. Darcourt, County Treasurer, to execute the following signature cards to Truist Bank: license account 3, fishing license account, dog license account, register of wills record management, and hunting license account. Item C, adopt a resolution authorizing that pursuant to provisions of the 3rd class County of Pennsylvania, the Berks County Board of Commissioners hereby delegates its authority of the Berks County Board of Commissioners to Mitchell R. Darcourt, County Treasurer, to manage the County of Berks Treasurer Bank account with Fleetwood Bank, Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, and further authorizes Mr. Darcourt to execute any and all signature pages associated with this bank account. Item D, boy, there's an awful lot involving Mitchell Darcourt. Item D, adopt a resolution authorizing Mitchell R. Darcourt, County Treasurer, to update the signature card to Truist Bank for the Liquid Fuels Act 89 account. Item E, adopt a resolution authorizing Adult Probation and Parole Department to submit a grant application to the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for the Violence Intervention and Prevention Grant in the amount of $950,000 for a 3-year period from April the 1st of 2024 through March 31st of 2027 to support 2 probation officer salaries, benefits, and overtime, in addition to training, further authorizing the chair of the Board of the Commissioners to execute any and all grant award notifications should the grant be approved. I see we have Dan Height here. Dan, I don't know if you want to add anything to this. Dan heads our probation department. Good morning.
Dylan? Okay, good morning. I wanted to bring our new quality assurance supervisor. This is Dr. Brianna Davis here. She's working on this grant. This is the first grant that she's started for our department. So I wanted to kind of walk her through the process and what's involved. But we're very excited to bring her on board. We think she's going to do wonderful things for our department and hopefully bring in some additional funds to help alleviate some of the costs to the county. So
great. Welcome. And as always, thank you for your work, Dan. Item F, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute the Educational Training Agency Agreement for the PSFA Accredited Emergency Services Training and Education between the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, acting through the Office of the State Fire Commissioner, and the Pennsylvania State Fire Academy, and the Educational Training Agency, Berks County Fire Training Center. Principal office is located 895 Morgantown Road, Reading, PA, to enable the development, promotion, and delivery of the PSFA accredited firefighting training and other PSFA accredited emergency services training and education at volunteer, municipal, and county levels for a period of 5 years. Item G, adopt a resolution authorizing the appointment of Leisha Rowe, a Cumru Township Commissioner, as the representative of first-class townships to the Reading Area Transportation Study Coordinating Committee effective immediately. This is a replacement for Samuel Kalbach, Cumru Township, who was not reelected. Item 2, a motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated December 29th of 2023. There are a total of 15 contracts. There are 2 with the Berksheim. There's 1 with the Department of Emergency Services, 3 with the Commissioners, 2 with Human Resources, 2 with the Berks County Jail, 4 with Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities, and 1 with the Public Defender's Office. And then item 3, a motion to authorize execution of the payments and electronic transfers for the week ending January the 4th of 2024.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried. And with that, we will move to the reports of our brand new treasurer, brand new controller, and we will begin with our Berks County Treasurer, Mitch Darcourt. Unless you want me to say Mitchell R. Darcourt every time. Push the green. Yeah, keep it there. There you go, green.
Very well. We have an opening balance of $213,922,490.15. We have a balance to clear of $2,991,385.96, leaving us with a balance of $210,931,104.19. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mitch. Appreciate that. Joe Rutterow, our brand new county controller, with the controller's report.
All right, thank you, Commissioners. For the week ending January 4th, 2024, we have a total accounts payable of $3,869,210.27. We also have a total of payroll for the week ending the 4th of $4,910,754.19 for a grand total for this week ending of being $8,779,964.46.
Thank you very much, Joe. That we will move to our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. First of all, Happy New Year, everyone. And again, welcome to our new commissioner and as well as our row officers from our department. We again want to thank the commissioners for the promotions of both John Gradiska as Deputy Ward of Operations at the jail, helps us with our leadership team at the jail, and also the promotion of Caitlin Rentschler in our Chief Financial Officers Department. Bob has been really looking for a long period of time to have that position filled with a capable and competent person, which you certainly have in Caitlin Rentschler, and it's also part of Bob's succession plan. So things are moving along fine for Bob and his staff. So
Great.
That's all we have. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much, Kevin. We'll move now to Commissioners' reports, beginning with Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. I just have a few items. I hope everyone had an enjoyable holiday season. Welcome back. This is the first meeting of this year and also the first meeting of our new 4-year term as well. So looking forward to this year and to the next 4 years as well. Also want to take the opportunity to welcome the newly elected officials that are here today. Welcome. Look forward to working with you in the next 4 years as well. Just an update here. The Greater Reading Chamber Alliance is having the 2024 Commissioners Update tomorrow. It's a breakfast that they have annually. I will, as well as my colleagues here, will be presenting our 2024 individual priorities that we'll be focusing on next year. And then I will also be presenting them here in more detail at a board meeting sometime in February, since I will be out the next meetings, and I'll explain why shortly. So just wanted to let everyone know that we have been working on our priorities and our goals for 2024. Also want to remind you that today at 11 o'clock will be the Elections Board reorganization and board meeting. So if you're interested in that, please either join us here at 11 or tune in virtually at 11 a.m. As I mentioned, I will be out the next 3 board meetings. One next week, I'll be out Wednesday through Friday at the 2024 NCCAE Presidents and Executive Directors meeting in Washington, D.C. And this is basically for the state association presidents. It's their annual meeting, and for the executive directors of the state associations as well. And there's different trainings going on, and I'll also be participating in a program at the George Washington Leadership Institute, which will have a focus on strategy, leadership, and management. So really looking forward to this. For those that aren't aware, 2024, I am the County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania's president. I'm looking forward to having a great year there. The association is a great organization, and it helps counties push counties' agenda forward in the state General Assembly. The following week after that, I will be at the P Corp Board Retreat. P Corp is the Pennsylvania County's pool risk pool group, and it's insurance for counties. Basically, there's counties require different types of insurance. Some of the insurances you cannot get elsewhere outside of the risk pool. So I'm one of the board members there, and we have our annual board retreat the following Wednesday through Friday. And then the week after that is the County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania, the board meeting, and also on Wednesday we will have the priorities, CCAP priorities announcement media event at the Capitol, followed by legislative leadership visits as well. And we're meeting there to go over the CCAP priorities and also meet with legislative leadership to let them know what the CCAP priorities are for 2024 as well. So looking forward to that.
And there will be no board meeting that Thursday.
That's Thursday.
Because I also am part of that board meeting. So I don't know if we've notified that, but.
So the priorities announcement is on Wednesday. We spend most of the day at the Capitol, and then the board meetings is Thursday and Friday. So that's why I will be out the next 3 meetings. Just wanted to let people know about that. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. Commissioner Dante Santoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning, everyone. Just a couple brief comments. As was mentioned, this is the first commissioners meeting of 2024. So it's my first meeting of all time. So I want to thank the voters of Berks County for having the faith to put me in office and to be one of the 3 county commissioners for the next term, the next 4 years in office. So I appreciate that. I also want to commend the newly elected row officers and wish them the very best and wish everyone a happy new year and a successful new year. I would be remiss if I didn't also mention my predecessor, Lucine Sahelnik. Commissioner Sahelnik did a great job. I know she was here for a brief time, less than a year, but I think she had a great impact on this county. Mm-hmm. I got an opportunity to get to know her a little bit during her time. I think she's a terrific person, and whatever the future holds for her, she will be successful. And I hope she comes back to visit whenever the opportunity. And I certainly will call on her for advice and counsel as we move forward. Also, some thanks out to the support staff. They've been very welcoming to me and very helpful. I don't want to point anybody out specifically because then I'll forget someone, but I do want to thank them for being so helpful. This is my 3rd day on the job, and it's I always say it's like drinking out of a fire hose, and it's been that way so far. But with their help, I'm sure we'll be able to do some good things. I'm also in the process. I also want to mention my executive assistant is Lynn Burns. She's staying. She worked for Commissioner Sahelnik, and I heard such great things about her, and I got to know her a little bit too. So I think that we're going to be a great team as we move forward. we're in the process of setting up meetings with the department heads, the other elected officials' offices. So hopefully when you hear from us, you'll welcome us, and we'll come down to visit and learn a little bit more about all the different departments and all the different row offices as we move forward. And last, and certainly not least, I want to thank my colleagues, Commissioners Leinbach and Rivera, for being so welcoming. They've been terrific. They've been very helpful. As a new commissioner, there's a lot to learn and a lot to do, and they've been more than welcoming, more than gracious with their time, and they've been very helpful to me, and I look forward to working with them. I know that there's a lot of things that this county has to do, a lot of opportunities, a lot of good things, and I look forward to working with them as a successful and productive Berks County Board of Commissioners. So thank you all, and thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Santoni. Several items. I want to begin by congratulating Commissioner Rivera. It's pretty significant when you're selected by your colleagues across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to lead an organization like the County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania. I know you have a lot on your plate, but I also know that you'll do a great job. I also want to note that P Corp, your involvement there is less to do with your presidency and much more to do that P Corp is a major provider of property and casualty insurance for the county. And as a result, we're part of that. And you are our representative to that. So that is purely county business and a very important area of the county. So congratulations. As noted, all three of us will be at the Chamber Commissioners Breakfast tomorrow. I will be presenting my 2024 goals and objectives, and we're going to try to find a meeting in February that works best for all three of us. And look, I've already had the discussion with Dante as recently as this morning. He's the new guy. He's going to be talking, I think, tomorrow a little bit about his vision, what he sees and what he would like to be involved in as a new commissioner. Talking, I think, about how you're going about immersing yourself and learning the job. You've referenced that already. And then I've really encouraged him to talk about a unique aspect that he brings that in my 40 years of politics in Berks County, I'm not aware of a legislator being elected to the county commissioner's office, nor am I aware of a legislator who left the county commissioner's office, a commissioner that left the county commissioner's office and went to the legislature. Anyone that's involved with county government knows there is a deep relationship, not the least of which is we're a creation of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, but many of the programs that we're involved in are 90 to 100% funded and in many cases directed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So I think there's a unique opportunity. And again, we'll share all on the same Thursday in February with that our annual goals and objectives. The last thing I want to touch on, yesterday, the Reading Regional Airport had our closing and officially acquired the two FBOs, the fixed-based operations, and have merged them into a single fixed-based operation called Reading Aviation. This puts us in a position where we can be competitive in a way that we've not been in ever. If you look at surrounding airports, virtually all of our surrounding airports have already done this many, many years ago. Lancaster owns the sole fixed-based operation. Harrisburg owns the sole fixed-based operation. Lehigh Valley International owns the sole fixed-based operation. And now our objective is to build the business, the aviation business in particular, at the airport. And I'm excited about the things that already are beginning to take place and will take place with the future of the Reading Regional Airport. Our stated objective for the airport is to become the #1 general aviation airport in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania based on economic impact. We're number 12 today. Of the 12, I think all but 2 or 3 have commercial air service already. So our impact, it's not a study we did. It's a study that was done by PennDOT Board of Aviation this past spring. And I believe it was right around $77 million local impact. And we need to grow that. And our goal, again, as I said, is to become the #1 general aviation airport in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. With that, that ends our comments. Any comments from our row officers?
Thank you, Commissioners. I just wanted to say I'm thrilled to be here and echo a lot of the same words that Commissioner Santoni echoed in terms of thanking the voters of Berks County for entrusting me to serve as their county controller. And I look forward to the opportunity to working with the commissioners as well as other row officers and all the department heads in the county. So I'm excited to be here. Yeah, I agree that it's like drinking out of a fire hose, but we'll slowly get going in the right direction. So I wanted to thank you for your kind words earlier, and I'm glad to be here and look forward to the next 4 years.
Great. Good to have you. Any other comments? Okay. There are no public comments in person. There are no public comments online. So we are at the end of our agenda.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
The meeting stands adjourned.